I've been using Autoglans Primo for about the last 2 months now on a magnitude of different cars, so I feel like I'm in a good place to finally do a product specific review on it. At the time of this recording, a 500ml bottle of this product's only going to cost you £4.86. I think I only paid £5.30 for it, so it was well worth getting and having a try of to see what I thought about it. What my intention was to use the product in a variety of different ways and use it on a variety of different wheels with different dirtiness levels. For this first test that I'm doing here, I'm doing it on the Volkswagen that's got the ceramic coating on it. The wheels don't have any protection other than a spray on rinse off sealant, so they should be relatively easy to clean. I'm going to use the product as per the instructions, which is just give it a good shake, spray it on, leave it to dwell for a couple of minutes, and then agitate with a brush if required. So I'm going through all those steps and then I'll rinse it off and we can see just how clean the wheel comes up. This was indeed my first time using this product, and for a bleeding wheel cleaner, what I'm noticing is that there is not a lot of bleeding going on. The foam is slightly pink, but not red or purple like I would maybe come to expect. However, what I would say is that it done a really good job at cleaning a somewhat maintenance wash level wheel. Stepping it up now, and this is a wheel that hasn't been washed in around about a month, so there should be a reasonable amount of grime and brake dust attached to that, so we should maybe get a bit more of a kind of bleeding fallout reaction. In this instance, I do have a little bit of wheel shampoo in the bucket just to give a little bit of additional lubrication for when cleaning the wheels. But again, I'm not noticing a massive amount of reaction from this reactive wheel cleaner. So as per the instructions say, spray it on an unrinsed wheel, which is what I'm doing here. Leave it to dwell for a few minutes and then have a look at the reaction. As we can see, there is a bit of a reaction. However, this is more like the reaction that I was expecting, which I got from Gion's wheel cleaner. I'm now going to look to use it on a car that's not been washed in 3 months. This is my parents' BMW X3, and the last time this was washed was when I was making the video for the Garage Therapy V2 Snow Foam. Click the link in the top right corner if you want to check that out. But what the intention is here is to demonstrate the cleaning capabilities purely of this product. On the Autoglans website, it states that Primo is a fast acting and effective ready to use wheel cleaner specifically formulated to remove iron fallout, brake dust and road grime while still being safe in all the wheel finishes. So we're going to put that to the test just now. We can see that there's definitely some bleeding there. Again, nowhere near as much as what I would expect from a bleeding wheel cleaner, but let's get it rinsed off and see what just spraying on and rinsing off does for it and how clean it lets the wheel get. You can still see that there's some dirt down there in the corners. Some of that is corrosion, but just looking and rubbing it with my finger, we can see that there is a fair bit of dirt left on my finger. So in this instance, agitation is definitely going to be required. Moving on to the next wheel in the car, again no pre-rinse because it states spray it directly onto soiled wheels in the instructions. So we're going to do that. We're going to give it a couple of minutes to dwell, and then I'm going to go in and agitate with a brush and see if we can get some of that stubborn brake dust removed, because in all honesty, with this kind of product, this is the kind of product that I would expect to use on my wheels maybe once a month or once every 2 months, so I would expect it to do a really good job at getting rid of the contamination and the fallout that gets embedded into your wheels from your brake dust. Just as we go in for a closer look here, we can definitely see that there's a good bit of bleeding going on in certain parts of the wheels, but we'll come back to that a little bit later on once we get them all cleaned up and get them rinsed off.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong.
Now that the wheels are all rinsed off, we can go in for a closer look, and it's very clear to see that there's still quite a lot of contamination left on the wheels. These wheels are difficult to clean, but in this instance I don't think that the wheel cleaner's done a particularly good job. And just to check, I'm going to spray some high definition detail fallout remover onto the wheel and see just how much of that fallout and iron contamination that the Primo has removed. And what I found was that almost instantly, lots of areas on the wheel that I had definitely made contact with using the Primo was starting to light up that nice purple colour that you would expect to see from fallout removers. What I'll let it do then is I'll let the HDD fallout remover go to work for a few minutes, the same way that I let the Primo go to work, and then I'll come back to it and we can see just how purple or how much fallout and contamination is on the wheel. And then as we come out and go in for a close-up on this, as the focus comes back to us, we can see that there's still an awful lot of contamination left on this wheel. So it's starting to look like the Primo hasn't really done the job that it's been designed to do in this instance. Now, it then begs a different question of, should you have a reactive wheel cleaner? Do they even work if you're just spraying it on to dirty wheels on top of all that hidden contamination, which has clearly been highlighted in this instance? Are bleeding wheel cleaners a waste of money? I'm actually quite fond of bleeding wheel cleaners. I felt that the Gyeon one, the Built Hamber ones, do an excellent job, but they are double the price of this Autoglans product. Maybe that's telling us something. In this instance, after I'd finished all the other wheels with the Primo, I went round and gave them all a good hit with the HDD fallout remover, and just as we go around the remaining 3 wheels, we can see how much contamination, brake dust, iron contamination is still on the wheels. So I don't think that the Primo's done the job that it's designed to do on these wheels that haven't been washed in around about 3 months. If I'm being honest, I expected better. So I guess the question is, have I found the best wheel cleaner on the market? No, I don't think I have, and if I'm being very honest with you, I certainly won't be purchasing another bottle. However, it was worth the £5 punt that I took on it. More than happy to spend that on a product and test it out and try it out and see if I like it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, I hope it's been useful to you. If you have, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.